there goes Mr. Humbug, there goes Mr. Grim. If they gave a prize for being mean, the winner would be him. Oh, Screechy loves his money, cause he thinks it gives him power. If he became a flavour, you can bet he would be sour.
Even the vegetables don't like him.
Hiya, pals! Hi, pals, and welcome to the Disneyland Paris Show. Here's your hosts, Lucy, Chris, and Hugh. Gosh. And now, news.
There is no news.
Good night.
Hey there, hi there, ho there, Disney pals, and welcome to another Disneyland Paris show. I have to actually confess something. There is news. There is a bucket full of news. We had planned this show, this thing we call show, this podcast, we planned in advance. We said there's never any news this time of year because they're right in the thick of a season. They've told us everything there is to know about Christmas. They usually don't want to distract you another way. It's our last show of the year anyway, so let's do other things and talk about other things and drink tiramisu Baileys and mulled wine and just have a general review of the year.
Tell people what's in your tiki cup before we've tiki cup jingled.
Spoiler alert.
They don't know who's got what though, do they? So that was the plan. Also compounded by a very busy week for all of us. Agreed?
Yes.
As usual. And we've been out all day today. And then just...
Busy life.
As Chris arrived and was setting up, I'm like, I'm going to have a look, see if there is any bits of news that need talking about. And you know what?
There was.
There's absolutely stacks. Which we didn't have headlines written, I don't have my notes written, but I feel like we kind of have to touch on some of it, and we will. Mm-hmm. But let's just relax.
John sent us some stuff through, didn't he?
He did.
John sent us some stuff. John's here in the chat.
Let's chill our beans.
Our beans.
Let's sit back a little.
Famous.
Let's allow that
expression
to come as it needs to come.
You're like a poet today.
Oh,
I mean, that wasn't particularly poetic.
Kurt Cobain.
Chill your beans. Come as it needs to come.
Yeah.
Come as you
Yeah.
are.
Come as it needs to come.
And let's just let things
I didn't
happen.
know you did Kurt Cobain.
You are.
I didn't know you did a Kurt Cobain.
No, I don't, do I?
And yeah, let's just see what happens. I'll talk about things if you need me to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh, to viewers, if I look like a thumb with glasses on, it's because I've been in a Christmas show and I've had to shave. So you don't like it, but I don't like it either. So that's why I look like a worm.
And you don't look like a worm.
If I look half asleep, it's because I'm half asleep.
Me too.
I literally got here today and I haven't set anything up. I've done nothing at all, which is why we're still on one microphone like we were last week. And just sat in the corner rocking, sucking my thumb and... Yeah, it's just been a day.
We just Christmased out. Does anyone else feel like that? Does anyone get to like this week of the year and just be like, so ready for Christmas?
We need a little Christmas.
We do.
As sung in the Muppet
well, let's
special
see how
Muppet
people
Father
are
Christmas.
in the chat.
Who are they?
Ho, 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 get on board my sleigh. Today is... We had Nick first in the chat. Nick Murray says, hi, everyone.
Hi, Nick.
Hi there, Nick. John, hey there, hi there. Ho, ho, ho there. Oh, that's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one.
done that today.
Damn it.
Merry Christmas, guys. Joey says, hey, everyone. You can't believe it's the last one before Christmas. Ready for lots of festive fun. My question today is, if you had to host a Christmas party in DLP, where would it be and why?
Oh.
You know what I'm thinking?
What?
Booze cruise on the Molly Brown.
Oh, wow.
Ooh,
That's a really good answer.
All aboard.
That does sound pretty awesome.
Yeah.
I can't top that.
Beat that.
I might just go like full ball gown and black tie and do it in a beige.
Okay.
With a little reception upstairs in the gallery.
Yeah, that could be quite nice. I'm thinking like that Christmas shop in the castle because it'll be Christmassy.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there. That's all I can think really. I
think you should do like a...
What about the Nautilus?
Ooh, yeah. It's cozy down there.
Can't get you two out of the Nautilus, can I?
No.
You go down there at every opportunity.
We're Nautilus boys. Naughty boys. We're naughty.
Or-
We're Nautilus.
Christmas party in Aladdin's Passage. That'd be quite cool as well.
Yeah.
If it was like a games party, you know, like we play silly games,
Yeah.
I would get people drunk, put them on the teacups, and then have like an obstacle course that went like through Fantasyland.
That would be quite cool. Yeah.
Or you could do a treasure hunt in the Alice in Wonderland's labyrinth.
What about the last scene? You know where that woman got out of the boat and started walking off? The last scene of Small World. The last scene of Small
Yeah.
World would be quite a nice place to have a Christmas party, wouldn't it? With all that big band music.
Yeah.
And that'd be pretty cool too.
Yeah.
Andrew says, hello, DLP really missed a trick not rebranding the studio as Dream Productions.
Dream Productions.
That sounds magical.
Magical Productions.
No, I like that. That's creative, but I might be missing the connection. When he says a Mr. Trick, has that got a pun, or has it got a dual meaning, or is it just a nice
Well,
name?
I was wondering the same. I was hoping someone would fill in. Andy, explain yourself. Nick says, Pim's Kitchen would be my choice for a Christmas party, with a few surprise superhero meet and greets and maybe a green and red custard.
Ooh.
Like a coloured custard.
Yeah.
Hello to Dom, who's waving a pink hand. Kelfie says, hi all. I would host it at Earl of Sandwich. Can't afford anywhere else. Jen says, hey Disney pals. Cheryl says, got my mulled wine ready? And I replied, yes, Cheryl. Jade says, hey all. Hannah is here, as is Cool Pasty. Hope you're all good. Well, as we explained, we're flustered. Andrew says, is it really quiet?
It is quite quiet, yes, and I'm not entirely sure why. But all we can do is maybe speak up a bit and hopefully not deafen Bonnie in the corner.
Okay.
Turn your sound up a bit more. What else? Joey says... Oh, no. It's just more quiet chat. Hello. Sorry I missed last week, says Ed. That's all right, Ed. As long as you're here now. That's
Yeah.
what counts. Cool Pasty says, I'm a bit Christmased out, but I work night shifts over Christmas, so not 100% ready until the 28th.
Oh.
I finished on Friday, so I've got a whole week of just getting all
Oh.
Christmassy now.
I
And
should
tidying the house.
I should have finished like a week ago, but life has got in the way, hasn't it, Chris?
Life has got in the way.
Life has got in the way,
It
and
has
I
a habit.
and I have to at least work tomorrow, if not the day after, if I don't get it finished.
Also, in our house, Penny started weeing everywhere. Now, she's been properly house trained and she's been absolutely fine. But this last week, she's weed on beds, she's weed on blankets, she's just all over the place. Honestly, we're having 2-3 accidents a day, and it's exhausting.
Dear.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
I don't really know what to do about it.
That's like when we looked after our friend's kid and they said, oh, he's been to the toilet, he should be okay. And he wet himself 3 times to the point where we had to give him some of Bonnie's underpants.
Oh,
Right, where were we? Joey says, I'm the same, Joey. I love the build-up to Christmas more than the actual day, as it makes me sad that it's all over. Nick says, I wish I was asleep. I've had a migraine all day and it's still there. Hoping your show will soothe it. Well, at least we've turned the volume down a bit for you.
true.
Jade's wondering, is it Dream Productions like from Inside Out? Andrew says, Dream Production is the spin-off of
Yes.
Inside Out.
I've got
La
it now.
from Inside Out, set in a building that looks exactly like the studios.
I've got it now. Yeah, connection
Ah.
made. Well done.
Cool.
Well done, yeah.
And that's all we got today in the chats.
There we are.
Right.
Bong.
Right, Chris, you need a drink. Let's have a drink quick.
Okay, just give me 2 seconds then,
'cause it's
because
going to get too cold.
I need to reach for the Christmas stars.
Oh,
I apologise for this right now.
All together in your Christmas cup. In your Christmas cup. Well, you made yourself an eggnog, now drink it up from your Christmas cup. Merry Christmas.
I think we can all agree that's awful, but in the best way. Well, we've mulled some wine. Before Chris came, I'd promised mulled wine, and I realised we didn't have any, so I had to run out to a Tesco Express that's 10 minutes away. So that's why I'm a bit sweaty looking. So Chris and I are having a mulled wine. I've added a bit of orange juice in there because I had a really nice one today and it's orangey, but I've just put orange juice in and it just tastes like mulled wine with orange juice. It doesn't taste like fresh orange.
Oh.
And Lucy's having a tiramisu Irish cream from Lidl.
Oh, nice.
I am. I have to take my braces out to have it, so...
Just a coffee flavoured
Just yet.
Irish cream.
I apologise for the Tiki Cup song. It won't be played like that ever again.
No,
I like it. I like
I
it.
like how it sounds like there's an alien singing in the background as well.
Yeah, the only issue with it, is I put too much reverb in there. If I got rid of the reverb, it wouldn't sound anywhere near as creepy.
It's hellish.
Yeah, but there's more than one alien. There are about 4 elves there singing along, and Santa, of course, puts in an appearance.
Yeah. Good.
So,
Yes.
do you all know this thing? I know Hugh knows this thing where you get in towards Christmas and you think, oh, we're nearly done. And you're pedaling away, pootling along. And then either your boss or a greater power suddenly dumps a load of work on you that you either have to get done before Christmas or do over the Christmas period. You know that at the moment, don't you?
Yeah, I've always known I've got this extra work to do for a book 2 of a series I'm doing. But it only occurred to me yesterday that I'm actually a little bit annoyed that the only time I've got to do it is just over Christmas. So I'm gonna tell them it'll probably get done, but this isn't the best for me.
Poor planning, poor planning. And I'm in a similar situation. Well, Disneyland Paris, we love you. They've done exactly the same thing. They've gone, you think you're done for the year. You think 2024 is done. No. Let's do a massive news dump. However, it's exciting stuff. And we did have, was it John?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. John was really kind enough. He was on a Discord group and he saw this news and he sent it to us because there's multiple videos and pictures and stuff. Otherwise, I might not have investigated further because I was burying my head in the sand going, no news.
There is no news.
No news. Anyway, they did a big thing. So they announced a lot of things. Prime amongst them is we are going to have I want to call it a mini season, but it's a long mini season next year. It's 5 months from April the 19th to September the 7th. You're going to have Disney Music Festival. I think that's an odd way around with the words too. I would say Festival of Music. They've said Disney Music Festivals if it's Glastonbury.
I guess, but then what they've done makes it feel like it kind of is, I guess, sort of more of a music festival. I know it isn't, but...
So, yeah, they're going to have... They often have a season over the summer. I remember them having Disney... some Frozen Summer of Fun. They had do you remember one of those classic titles? It was like Festival of the Jungle and The Lion King Pride's...
Lands.
celebration or something like that.
I think they should mix the word musical and festival and call it festicles.
It's more often that they have these mini seasons in the off season when they need people to go. Like we went for Star Wars Celebration, and they often have a springtime one, swing into springtime. Anyway, so I've got a summer one. And we know that we're going to have Disney's Minnie's Marching Band. I'm reading this straight off the internet because I haven't done my research, to do some Main Street music. So it sounds like it's going to be a big band, marching band on Main Street.
Cool.
Fabby dabby. Goofy's Imaginary Orchestra.
Oh, yeah.
What happens when Goofy's band doesn't show up?
Gosh.
Well, he's got to improvise and he will be directing the Sleeping Beauty Castle Fountains. So that sounds like it's going to be a castle show.
Yeah.
Très bien.
That sounds cool.
It does. On the opening day, Mickey will be on Main Street and debuting a new song for the season. Main Street will be decorated in gold and mint by the look of it. Not the flavour, the colour, darlings. Mary Poppins and the Pearly Band. So in the Town Square gazebo, Mary Poppins will be... More than likely, yes.
Cool.
And the Donald and Daisy accordionists. Oh, I do love an accordion.
I hope they're really awful.
Oh, I love an accordion. It makes me smile. Musical meet-up with Rapunzel and Flynn. This is in Frontierland. And you'll be able to interact with them. And it'll be a musical meet and play. This sounds a bit like that one that they've done up opposite the Frontierland Theatre over... Well, it's not been all over Christmas. But who was it who was up there? Was it Mirabelle?
Maybe.
They did a little kind of it wasn't a photo opportunity meet and greet. It was just a bit of a back and forth, wasn't
I
it?
don't recall.
And then the most obvious to me, if you're going to do a music festival, Miguel Fiesta Latina. So again, this is in Frontierland, probably in front. I'm guessing it'll be in front of Puerto del Oro. That's now called.
Casa de Coco.
There you go. Well done.
Do I
And
get a point for that for Quisney Street?
and there's
I
going to
need
be mariachi band there.
Oh.
Moana will be in Adventureland with traditional Polynesian musicians. Oh yeah, that sounds ace.
It sounds really cool, actually.
It does.
And there's loads of different stuff, and because it's every day, you don't stand to miss out on things. If you go for a couple of days, you can go see all of it.
And do you know what makes such a difference? And this is why I do love going at Christmas and things. Such a difference to your Disney trip is when there's kineticism in the lands. You know what I mean? There's things happening. There's events when you're just walking around a corner and there's a whole thing. It makes such a difference. And Disneyland Paris can sometimes be a bit scant on street performers and citizens of Main Street and stuff. This sounds amazing.
Well, Sarah from Magical by Sarah,
Oh yeah.
which you've probably heard of, says that will be ace.
Yes, I think it will.
We agree.
Timon's Matter Dance. So this is a popular offering dating back to the Lion King and Jungle Festival. That's the one I was trying to remember.
Lion King and Jungle Festival.
Catchy name. So it's going stage. It's in Adventureland somewhere. I'm trying to skim.
We should
read.
clip that as the channel trailer.
Yes, that's going to be on Adventureland, and then in Discoveryland we've got Stitch doing something.
Speaking of which, Nick says, "Does Bonnie know what she's getting for Christmas? Do you, Bonnie?" One of Jasmine's gifts is an animatronic Stitch, as she has gone Stitch mad this year.
Ooh.
How old is Jasmine, Nick?
You've got a Stitch fan in your house, don't you, Christopher?
I do. He's absolutely Stitch mad, is Ollie. I don't get it. Well, no, I like Stitch, but once that kind of craziness gets to the point where you're getting everything that you can possibly find, that's what I don't get.
I think this is the magic of marketing, though, isn't it? They're like the perpetuator trend. Because if he was obsessed with, let's say, Pegasus from Hercules, he wouldn't find that much stuff, and his obsession possibly disappear.
Maybe, yeah.
But like being able to get it, there's people in Bonnie's class who are absolutely Stitch maniacs, aren't they, Bonnie?
Yes, and they barely know anything about Disney. They just care about Stitch, and I don't get it.
They just care about Stitch. They don't know anything about Disney. Jasmine's 6, bless her.
Aww.
Bonnie's a Disney
Getting
purist.
and Stitch mad.
There's going to be a Disney Music Hits concert in Videopolis, jolly good, and then a grand orchestra finale at the end of the day. How fabulous! And loads of merch.
Loads of merch. I hope they have 76 trombones in the band at the end.
I think they should have 76 trombones instead of the Disney keys, and you have to collect them all.
If there's one thing I loved, as well as classic Disney movies when I was little, it was Hello Dolly.
Oh, Hello Dolly.
And when I'm on Main Street and they're playing Put On Your Sunday Clothes, I'm actually in a state of euphoria. I could weep.
Same.
It's
Absolute
like
same.
it's like everything to me. Everything.
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I love it.
Yeah.
Love it.
John says, nice that DLP is trying something different.
It is.
Excited for this?
Yeah.
I'm really proud of Disneyland Paris since the pandemic. I think they've stepped up. And we know there's a little bit of nickel and diming, but not the way there is Disney Worldwide. I think they've been far classier about it. And the fact they keep offering new things like this.
They have upped the... Because like for a couple of years we were complaining about the snack game.
Yeah.
And it's nowhere on the... near the level of the American parks, but it's better. It's a lot better.
I don't think it ever will be, because the snack culture is different in Europe to America. But the variety and the creativity has improved massively.
They just need to up the pin game, don't they?
Oh,
That'd be good.
don't get me started.
Up their pin game and everyone would be happy. And yeah.
It's furious.
I was going to say... Oh, I know what I was going to say. It's nice that they're doing something like this year, because last year, I know they brought the Electric Sky Parade and they refreshed the nighttime stuff and everything, but they didn't have a thing last year, really, did they? Whereas for the 2 what was it, 8 years the 30th they celebrated it for?
Yeah.
Felt like it.
Yeah.
The 30th was a long time. I suppose they had the splashes of colour, didn't they, last year? That was the, that was the thing. But it wasn't as big a thing as this. It seems to be
It really was
all
a parade.
encapsulating. Yeah.
I just miss Pirates and Princess.
Yeah.
Oh, the pirates.
Or Season
I
of
am
the
a
Force.
pirate, I am a princess. Yeah. Oh, Season of the Force, not Star Wars Celebration. I am useless at remembering titles of things.
Yes, you are.
I am.
It's why we
I
have
know
a bell.
that. I know.
I've read some to do with all of the music festival. It's also kind of not tied in with, but it's in homage or whatever to a French festival of music that they have. I can't remember what it's called. Someone enlighten me. But the whole idea of that is that anybody can get together and make music. So that to me means if it's in the spirit of that, means that there should be some interactive stuff going on as well as stuff to watch. So some of this stuff I
I'll
reckon
take a
will be
ukulele.
interactive.
Good.
Guys, I've got a special shout out to do before I forget.
Do it.
Because Chris got a message and passed it on. And it's from Helen and Sarah, I believe. And listen to this. This is heartbreaking. Dear Chris, Lucy and Hugh, we recently went to DLP the same weekend as Lucy. We were, and me.
And Bonnie.
And Bonnie.
we were on our way to the park, and I told the rest of the family that our favourite podcast family were going to be in the park today. Sarah, my sister, who always sends trip reports in, already knew, as we are both big fans of the show. Anyway, as we were being parked by the attendants, the Rains walked past the front of our car. We couldn't get out of the car quickly enough. Then I was a bit starstruck and couldn't shout, Lucy! We got sorted and tried catching them on the travelator, but they were fast. And I tell you,
We're efficient.
we are very, very fast. And
We
in
do
fact,
this to a crowd.
in fact, we're so fast that we often avoid the travelator because people move too slowly.
Oh,
on
I
it,
do that in the airport.
And we will walk quicker alongside the people walking on the travelator.
Yeah.
That is how fast we are. Anyway, where is it? We got... they were fast. Then, stuck at the security, we watched them walk to the park. Anyway, spent the next 2 days looking out for them. I'm really shy, but Sarah was determined to meet them and get a photo and a sticker. Maybe next time, said Helen.
Damn
We're
it.
so... Well, I can say we're sorry, but I mean, we'd no idea.
No.
You should have moved faster.
Yeah.
We met
Could have
our...
dropped us a message and we would have met up with you. But I mean, obviously, this is all easy to say now. That it's a shame, Helen.
Hindsight's a wonderful thing.
Yeah.
Can we post her a sticker?
It's not the same,
At
though,
least,
is it?
is it not? No.
I mean, you could do. I'm just saying.
Well, I
it's
don't.
not the same, is it?
We met our idols in Disney World. We watch a lot of Disney World vlogs before we go, and we've been quite fortunate to see and meet quite a few of them, and we do say hello when we're there. But the best one was we watch All Ears, and it was the day that the press opening for Big Splash Mountain that is now called Tiana's Bayou Adventure.
Bayou Adventure.
Yep. And the ride broke down, so all the press people were waiting for the queue to reopen.
Yeah.
So they were just stood there. So there was the whole All Ears crew. Well, 3 of them. It was Quincy, Emma,
Sage, Emma.
Quincy, Sage and Emma were all just stood still talking, because quite often you see a vlogger or someone and they're walking past you, or they're going there, or they're getting in a queue, but they were just stood there, and we just we went up like brazen hussies, didn't we?
We saw Sage the day before, and I went, Bonnie, look! And we went, Sage! And he waved, and he, give us a big smile. And then as we walked past, I kind of heard Quincy's voice, because she's got a very distinctive voice.
Yeah.
And it just kind of I heard it, and I walked away, and then it kind of reverberated around my head. And then I thought, hang on. So I looked back, and I could see the back of her head, and I thought, I'm sure that's them. So we went over, and they were absolutely lovely.
You had a good 5-minute chat, maybe 3 to 5 minute
It was
chat
so
with
nice.
them, and
Got
they
a
were...
picture with them. Yeah, it was lovely.
Oh.
They're all so tall. Not Emma,
Yeah.
but Quincy and Sage are so tall.
Well, Emma's still significantly taller than me. I'm 5'3".
We've
so...
seen
Oh.
Nate from Paging Mr. Morrow. We've seen what's she called from who used to be on All Ears is now doing
Molly.
Molly from Mammoth Club. We haven't seen her husband though. We'd like to see him.
Yeah, we would.
What's he called? Alan.
Alan.
Who else have we seen?
That's it, really.
I'm sure there's one more.
I don't know.
We've never seen any of the the Diz people or the trackers?
No. We've never seen anyone in Disneyland Paris
I'm
either.
surprised we've never seen the Diz people because there's
Yeah.
loads of them.
Out
Yeah.
of interest, when you're there, are there a lot of people vlogging?
No,
You do see people vlogging.
I don't
But
really
given
hear-
there's like 20,000 people there every day, you
It's more
only see
like-
like 3 or 4.
Yeah, it's more like if you go to like some kind of event, you can see people vlogging, but generally speaking, I don't really notice it that much.
Mm.
No.
No.
Huh.
Magical by Sarah says the Lego store in DLP has a great sale on at the moment for anyone visiting.
Ooh.
Many Lego sets under €15, which is fab for Disney Lego. Inside Out €13, Stitch 10, DLP Castle 35, and Giant Stitch was 35.
Not
Ah,
bad.
not
Bad at
bad.
all.
Because Joy was saying earlier, I went all out in the Lego shop and had a bit of a splurge and got the Home Alone set.
Oh, that's on my bucket list. But you know, truthfully,
No idea where to put it.
I can buy no more Lego until we buy a new house with a Lego room.
But what you could do is now
Build
you
a
made me think
Lego
of the Ed
shed.
Sheeran song. What you could do is take down the castle at Christmas and build the house, and then
Yeah.
after Christmas take down the house and put the castle back up again.
Yeah, I need to think about that because I love my castle, but it's stuck in Hugh's study, so I don't get to enjoy it. So
People see it on my video calls and they go, "Oh, what's that?"
I've got the Hogwarts one in the back of my video calls.
Ah,
That gets,
I've taken my Lego castle down and replaced it with the small one.
yeah, that's the other thing. The
Subtle.
small one.
Bonnie was pointing out the Marvel tower that Lucas has got.
Oh yeah,
We saw it in
he's got the
Smiths.
Daily Bugle.
Yeah, that's it. We saw it in Smiths. Cheryl's met Sam for God. We've spoken to Sam for God on our show. We haven't actually met Sam for God.
She contributed to our first charity show, didn't she?
Yeah.
Mm.
And,
We didn't get any other vloggers in last time, did we?
No.
This time.
And Chat Disney, close personal friends.
Yeah.
Magical by Sarah, close personal friend. I mean, we haven't met these people in person, but
Yeah, you've got a very low bar for close personal friends.
friends.
No offense to any of you.
Yeah, not that you are low bar as human
no.
beings. I just mean close.
She
personal friend.
means in that
someone you've never met.
they like will message us occasionally and
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Stan Solo.
Stan. Yeah, we met Stan. Oh, we met Guy.
Yeah,
Voiceover guy, yeah.
Voiceover Guy.
Guy, yeah, one of our regular listeners.
Yeah.
Which I imagine you can hear his voice in pretty much every shop in the country at the moment.
I did actually spot him on an advert, and I messaged him and I said, "Are you on?" I can't remember what advert it was for, but you know, like GIF or something. And he said, "He said it was me," and I was like, "Yes."
Do you want to know what else happened in this massive news dump that I didn't do?
Oh yeah, go
headlines
on,
for?
go on. Why not?
Okay. So there was a good video about this, but they were releasing more details of the world premiere. I think that's all it's called, world premiere, but it's what used to be Studio One, i.e. the entrance to Walt Disney Studios Park that you walk through.
It's a weird name for a building.
I know, because it's not.
You got to not think of it as a building anymore.
Yeah.
Let's go to world premiere. Sounds like an event, not a location. Anyway, that's a different thing. I was one of the few people, like Hugh loves Dinoland USA, I was one of the few people who really liked Studio One. I've got great
I
memories.
like it.
Well,
Liked.
I've always got the memories of like going through there for rope drop, or we ran through there and run Disney and they were lining the streets, or when we first went in COVID, that's one of the places where they had loads of characters up on the balcony. I just enjoy it.
It's the only place you can get a snack first thing in the morning because the Hepcat Cafe is the only place that's open.
And sometimes
Was.
they've got a little 4-piece band playing, and it's just cool.
Bonnie likes playing in the lights, the stars that are shining on the ground.
It's funny though when it's a hot summer's day and you come out of the sun into it and you're wearing sunglasses and it's really quite dark in there.
Yeah.
And then you go back out into the sun again. That whole kind of change of
Yeah.
light and stuff is quite a lot.
Yeah,
It's quite a lot.
it is.
Just saying. Not that I
Um,
dislike it. I
I
like
don't
it,
think
but-
that's going to change. So I was a bit like concerned they were going to de-characterize it. I thought they were going to strip back and make it a bit soulless like they have done other areas. However, they've shown a video and it looks gorgeous, doesn't it? They've got
Yeah.
they're doing the outside inside thing, which to be fair they already kind of did. But this time they've got like fake trees in there, so it feels like you're on a Los Angeles street. And then they've got a big vintage style
Yeah.
movie front.
That's what I liked the most was, it's not too modern.
No,
that signage. It's like
pretty cool.
it's classic Disney retro stuff. It's good.
Yes.
So they've got like the exterior of buildings where you used to have what was that place called? The only quick service for ages that took up one side of it.
I can't remember what it's called.
No.
Yeah. Anyway, so it's meant to look like the front lot of the Burbank Studios, I believe. But
Cool.
to you and me, it's just kind of Art Deco outside buildings for the quick service area. And then on the other side, yes, I believe that the shop that used to be Legends of Hollywood, that does look a little more sterile, but this is very in keeping with what they're doing in retail generally.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it is a money-making thing because the idea is to let the merchandise be the thing you see, not the decor.
All anybody wants to see in a Disney store is a big pile of soft toys. So as long as there's that in there, everybody's happy.
Not going to happen,
No, I know.
sadly.
Hilda says, I would fangirl if I met a Disney vlogger. I did. I was a bit embarrassing with Nate from Mr. Morrow, and I just garbled some useless thing at him. And it was so boring that he literally just started to look past me and then would say, he went, oh, that's great, and walked off. And I thought, yeah, that was boring, sorry. Nick's going to send us a picture of Michelle's Lego room.
Oh, jealous. Not Lego room.
Yeah, but yeah, you're all about a Lego room, aren't you?
Well, I mean, it's for Bonnie more than it is for me. It's just we have
It's
a
not for
lot.
me, it's for Bonnie. It's not
We
for me.
have a lot of Lego in our. I mean, just looking in eye distance now, there is a lot of Lego
Yeah.
in our house.
Every surface.
It's the same in our house as well. We've started taking bits down and boxing it up, and then we put it in the loft. And then, because I keep saying, well, you can build it again in the future, but I don't know if they ever
Yeah.
will.
I don't have any Lego. For some reason, I've just decided that's you guys' thing. It's not for me, and I'm not too fussed really.
So it's
I
like
like the brand and everything, but it's just not something I do.
it's less about enjoying the Lego room and more about enjoying the rest of the house when we've got somewhere to put the Lego.
Yeah.
Because there's just Lego everywhere. Anyway, but Bonnie likes to play. She leaves it constructed because she likes to play in it like a doll's house afterwards. She actually plays with it. So I don't think deconstructing it is the right
We used to do
choice
that
for
when we
us.
were kids, but the boys don't really do that. I think Lucas does a bit sometimes still with the Marvel stuff, but we don't really do that. It's never been their thing.
Is anyone hungry?
I am hungry.
I am.
Do you like mince pies?
I love mince pies.
Well, I don't.
I know you don't.
So I've got these instead. They're called mince pies. They're from Iceland, but they're not cold. I hope not. I hope they're not, because they haven't been. And as you can see from this packet, listeners, I'll describe, it's very much in the style of a Mars bar. So what we're talking here is, I think it's just like a biscuity, toffee, not toffee, caramelly, chocolatey thing.
But I mean, presumably there's still dried fruit in
Is
there.
it not going to be
Nope.
mince pie?
No, a chocolate caramel crumble. Chocolate flavoured butter pastry filled with caramel chocolate filling topped with chocolate flavoured biscuit crumble.
So it's
That's
not
a
a mince pie then.
Hang on, that's a mouthful. 4 chocolate caramel crumble pies, chocolate flavoured butter pastry filled with caramel chocolate filling topped with chocolate flavoured biscuit crumble.
Now do it as Mickey Mouse.
In the style 4 chocolate caramel crumble pies, chocolate flavoured butter pastry filled with caramel chocolate.
I won't ask you to do other voices.
No.
I would like to, but
Right, anyway, so do you want one?
yeah.
Do you want one, Bonnie? It's like a biscuity thing. You don't like caramel though. You can try some. Anyway, so what's next?
Well,
I'll get a plate.
She's going to say that's all
like
she
I
wrote
say,
in a minute.
I feel bad because, like I say, I'm reading this as I'm saying it. But Lay's have made a partnership. What partnerships do we have now? We've got Laughing Cow.
Oh, do we still have a Laughing Cow? Because it went very quiet, didn't it?
No, we do still have
We
Laughing
do still
Cow.
have- So Laughing Cow,
There was
Nutella, presumably. That was That was
Nutella.
about.
We had another one like after.
Lavazza?
Yes, something like that. Well, now we've
Uh,
also got a partnership with Lay's.
Lay's.
Mm.
Well.
That's
Walkers
crisp.
to you and I.
So they're doing a cabin in the village, a booth in the village that sells
Crisps.
sweet waffles
Oh.
with
crisps.
chocolate on them and crisps,
And crisps.
crumbled on them.
Okay.
That sounds disgusting.
Bonnie says that sounds disgusting.
There's a whole thing about sweet and savoury, isn't there, altogether? Thank you very much.
Oh.
These look interesting. The thing is, I like mince pies.
I know exactly what this is going to taste like, you know. Yeah, that. It's all right.
And then the last thing is that we've got news about the Disney Tales of Magic, which is the new nighttime spectacular. I'm ready for a new nighttime spectacular. Keep the Electric Sky Parade. It is 10 out of 10. Best nighttime thing I've seen. But I'm done with Illuminations, really, if I'm honest. Sorry, people of Illuminations fans.
I'm with you on this. That it probably won't make much difference.
So the content is 5 chapters. When you follow your dreams, when you journey with your friends. Oh, I should have got you to guess them. Guess the other 3. So the first 2 are follow your dreams, journey with your friends.
What we guessing?
What the other 3 chapters are?
The 5 chapters of the new nighttime show.
Okay.
Just say what the first 2 were again.
Follow your dreams,
Follow your dreams.
journey with your friends.
Journey with your friends.
Dream.
No.
Yep. No.
Mourn the death of your mother.
Remember your loved ones.
There you go. That wasn't far off.
Yeah.
Avenge your uncle.
Remember your loved ones.
Sing. Dance like no one's watching.
You've got 2 more. You've got 2 more.
Sing. The song of your forefathers. No idea.
Trash. Because they
Okay.
want to put Forky into it.
Fall in love
Fall in
Oh.
love.
and feel accepted.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what any of that means, but you know, it'll be
Read them out again.
in order.
Hmm.
Follow your dreams.
Mhm.
Journey with your friends.
Follow your dreams with your friends.
Fall in love
Fall in love.
with your friends. No, just fall in love. Remember your loved ones
Uh-huh.
when you feel accepted.
Okay. Okay.
I mean, all they had to. I'm surprised they've missed out. Make a wish
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
and
Be the magic.
journey into. Follow your imagination. Have imagination. Follow your dreams. Make a wish.
A dream is a wish your heart makes.
Yeah.
Eat a banana. These are nice.
What?
These mince pies.
And make sure you go to the Queen of Hearts
Yeah.
castle.
Poo twice a day. Is that one of them?
That's better advice.
Poo
honestly.
twice a day.
Winnie the Pooh twice a day.
Eat a banana.
So that'll be on January the 10th. And there's details about that I'm not going to go through because today
Wow.
was not meant to be a news show. Right, that is all she wrote. And now she's taking her teeth out.
Cats
Huh.
and boxes we never mentioned.
Cats and boxers.
Bonnie was keen to point out.
Thank you.
Did we mention on?
It's important stuff.
That's not. Is that going to go somewhere?
Last week,
Yeah. On Pirates of the Caribbean, did we mention how many cats and boxes were on the?
you said 3 boxes, 2 cats.
Oh, we said, Bonnie. We said. Don't worry.
Yeah.
She's very keen to get that in.
Which
weren't
is
you?
good, but it isn't the answer we've had every single time. So there is definitely something going on with the cats and the boxes. I think when there's more water in, one of the boxes floats away.
I will tell you something. There was no swinging pirate. Now, we've been in the
You
past
did say that as well, yeah.
when the swinging pirate has been broken.
Lost a leg.
And usually what's happening is he's just kind of suspended up on an angle out of sight. I mean, you can see him, but he's kind of away from the main show thing. And then
Yeah.
when he's working, he's swinging and it's fine. But this time, he wasn't there. He wasn't there. He wasn't suspended up there. He had been taken away.
It was probably
Okay.
away at some swingers party.
Yes.
Brum, bum, tsh.
Yes.
Very good.
Thank you for bringing it back to reality there as well, Hugh, because it's very important to me to acknowledge that these are actual real characters and not animatronics.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you.
That's what I do.
I appreciate that.
Obama says, "That's what I do."
Did you have other stuff to tell us about your trip? Because I can't remember where we got to last week.
What we said was that was kind of it, and maybe as we go on, things will organically
No.
feed back in. But
No.
but I think there's plenty to talk about still.
Let me get my list back up. We had loads. Right.
John Parker says the most interesting fact from the new nighttime show is that Walt Disney Studios have done some 2D hand-drawn animation for the new nighttime show.
Nice.
Yay.
That's good to know.
I apologise
Right.
for the intonation in my voice just then.
So, if you remember, Lucy was arranged in great, good, bad, and ugly.
Oh yeah.
So we're still on the great. Right. My next thing on great is go to Walt Disney Studios Park in the late afternoon. Did I mention this last week? I'm sorry, getting
You
Yeah, I think
did,
you
yeah.
We're
But I
gonna-
don't think you mentioned it as part of the list. You just mentioned it at one point. You said go in the afternoon. It tells you to do that, and you said we'll come back to that later. That's what you said. That's what you said.
So the first time we ignored them, fools that we were, we ignored them, went in early magic hours. We waited like well over an hour for web slingers. Bit of a moody wait because it got longer and longer. It said 45. It was more like
Was that when
7.
you had the people with you in the queue?
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Always those people.
So it was a bad do. So we planned the following day to go back later. So we did. Went back after dinner. We went about, was it like 7:30ish p.m.? Just for about an hour.
Go on then.
And we went on web slingers twice, back to back.
What?
Walk on.
What?
Just walk on, play it, walk back round, play
Oh
it.
no, you didn't.
Oh yes, we did.
Well.
I know. And they did Tower of Terror. I do feel like we talked about this. They did Tower of Terror at the same time. I was feeling peaky. So yeah, we have talked about this because I remember saying that.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So tick that off. I'm ticking on my list. The next thing in the great was the decorations, the Christmas decorations. It's everything you'll hope it'll be. We've still got those sculptures from the Gardens of Wonder for the 30th anniversary, now painted slightly more Christmassy colours.
Oh.
Main Street is just a feast. Everything just was so blooming beautiful. I loved it. So that's in the great column. Yes?
Yeah, sorry, I'm keeping an eye on the chat,
Okay.
so I wasn't listening. I'll be honest, I wasn't listening.
Now I'm getting on to the bad.
Go on, get on to the bad. Is this the last bit of it?
This
Because you
is
did
the
the
last
ugly,
three.
didn't you, already?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
The Frozen section in
Yeah.
the Storybook Boat Ride.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Was it bad?
It's sparse.
It's a
It's-
waste of space.
But so was the other one before as well, to be fair.
I don't remember because I remember
There's
there
a
being
lot of nothing in that.
quite
ride.
a lot of trees and no, this is a big area that they've made into snow, like a big area, and then they've got like what the size of Bonnie's
Action
figurines, action figures that she plays with,
Mm-hmm.
just kind of in the middle of it. Really underwhelming. And you'd think like the North Mountain and all the stuff, and maybe they'd have snowball and stuff. And it's really underwhelming as a section.
Serves them right. That's
Yeah.
what I say. Serves
Do you know
them
what?
right.
Do you know what they could do at Disneyland Paris? You know, like the best bit of Legoland for me is just the miniature village thing.
Yeah, yeah.
Get one of them made. Not out of Lego, just a miniature village that you can just go around and just look at. Don't even have to be that big. That'd just be a great little attraction, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what that's supposed to be, isn't it? Kind
Yeah,
of.
but on a boat. But it's just not really enough to look at.
Some of it's great. The Night on Bald Mountain's great.
Mm.
And for me, I don't understand why you come around that bit why you wouldn't be watching and looking at that stuff instead of looking at the other things on the other side, Tangled or whatever it is, and blah.
Yeah.
The thing is, with the Peter and the Wolf, if you look at the amount of space they've dedicated to Frozen, how little they've done with it, I think they could have had Peter and the Wolf and Frozen in the same section, and it would have worked.
And it wouldn't have mattered. Yeah, I think so too.
The best part for me was they put new trees in the Beauty and the Beast section.
Ooh.
Just a bunch of new trees. You know, you could just tell they were new, and that was just nice. Those little trees.
Like that.
The up thing's good though, isn't it?
Hmm.
The new
Is
up
it though?
thing. I mean, it's
not
obviously
Wizard
not
of
as
Oz,
good
it's
as
not
not as good
Return
as
to Oz.
Return to Oz, but it's still it's good.
I prefer it. I think it'll mean more to kids.
Oh yeah, and it's another chance for them to play which is always playing in Fantasy Gardens or whatever they call it, Fantasia Gardens.
And in Plaster
In
Remy.
Placido Remy. It's played
And
all
yeah.
the time, everywhere. But hey, at least they can play it another time.
Right. And
You know how cynical I am of all of this.
And on Main Street.
I don't like talking about the storyboat ride.
Oh.
Taking away my favourite bits. My favourite bits of the park by getting rid of those two things.
Oh.
Now who has low standards? What else is ugly?
The road closed from David Crockett Ranch. Now we had a listener, and I'm so bad when listeners write in, I forget who's written what.
Let's find out.
who told us about this, and I just thought when she described it, there was maybe temporary traffic lights, and it was a very temporary
I
thing.
think it was a he, wasn't it?
She said, I thought it was a she. Anyway, you can correct me.
I felt like it was maybe John.
She said, unfortunately, the road was closed from David Crockett Ranch to Disneyland Paris, and it slowed us down by 40 minutes, which really put a damper on our day. And we were like, poor you. And that's the last I thought about it. It should have served as a warning, because we went to David Crockett Ranch.
It was Cam. Cam told us. Cam Woods.
Ah, thanks, Cam.
Just a note, direct road from Village Nature and David Crockett Ranch is closed. There is an 8-mile diversion in place. Not helpful when you're late for a Captain Jack's reservation, said Cam.
But no, someone actually put it in a trip report. That was like a Facebook post. Someone put it in a trip report,
Oh, okay.
remember? Because they said that they'd made all these plans for what they were going to do in what order, and it just really mucked up the day. Anyway, but it is still there, and if you look at the road that they've closed, I think it's going to be a fairly long-term thing, like months, because it's an entire route. Like, it's an entire road that they've just closed from top to bottom. So they must be doing something major. So you need to factor it into your day. And even though I've said I would stay at David Crockett in a heartbeat, I love it, I would wait until that was done. Because one of the big things is the 5-minute drive in the morning.
We could go back that way, though, so it was really quick back.
Mm-hmm.
But then, in the morning, we were just taking on a diversion that just took us way away from the park.
If there was no traffic, it was up to 20, 25 minutes, wasn't it? And if there was traffic, it was 40 minutes.
If there's no traffic, if there's zero traffic, you could do it in like 15 minutes maybe. Yeah, but there was some traffic.
Well, that's rubbish.
Rubbish.
That is rubbish.
Really rubbish. Talk about you.
Merchandise. Bad, says Lucy. And I don't know why. Was it talking about the pins?
Talk a bit more.
I mean, I can talk, but like, about what?
Well, I want to talk about something.
About what have you got to talk about?
Nick has said in the chat they're holidaying our part of the country next year, Caton Bay near Scarborough, so I can show Jasmine the most wonderful Whitby. If you're going to Whitby, Nick, can I suggest, if you like fish, that you go to Fish Cottage in Sands End, because it is brilliant. It's a lovely little restaurant, and you can get fish tacos, and the food is absolutely awesome. So I would highly recommend it. There you go.
And Robin Hood's Bay. Try Robin Hood's Bay. That's also
Robin
very,
Hood's
very
Bay is
pretty.
lovely, yeah. And go to, is it Stay that's just down there as well? Where Captain Jack was filmed. Or whatever it's called. Is that what it's called? No, what's he called? What was that guy called on the kids' programmes on BBC? I can't remember his name. Oh, it's gone from my head. Old Jack's Boat. That's what it is.
Okay.
That one.
Whatever. Right, merchandise. Why is it on my bad list? I found, and I know this is the nature of it, it was incredibly repetitive, which it often is, but my biggest beef is it was not shop specific. Like, 10 years ago, if you went in the Thunder Mesa Mercantile, you would find cowboy boots and ponchos and cowboy hats and Native American inspired art. And yes, you would also find all the other merchandise as well, but you'd find that. That has shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk and shrunk to the point where it's not there anymore. Full stop. So you've got the same stuff in Thunder Mesa Mercantile as you've got in the Emporium, as you've got in Buzz Lightyear's Stargazer's shop, whatever that's called. As you've got everywhere. And so I was just a bit sad that shops were they didn't have their own character anymore with the merchandise. I also found the merchandise underwhelming, and I am a shopper at Disneyland Paris. I go with a budget to just buy stuff because I love shopping in Disney. There really wasn't a ton that I was desperate to get. And it was the same in every shop, so that was a bit rubbish. Now, interestingly, we went through the prizes that we bought last week, and we made this decision we were going to get attraction-based prizes. And when we started looking, we found some quite cool stuff. But it was not like front and centre the way I feel it should. I feel like you should go to every shop and, and you should...
the themed shops, they should be, the merchandise in them should be as well. It's a frustration of mine, I've got to say. I find it a little bit unimaginative.
And
to
it
just
stops you shopping
chuck
as
the
well.
same stuff in. And not only that, I know it's not all, but a lot of the stuff in there as well is stuff you can get elsewhere. That's what annoys me about it. It's nothing special, and I want to be able to go into those shops and find different things, because otherwise, what is the point in them being there? We could all just go to World of Disney and be done with it.
Yeah.
Especially now, the Disney Store has got a Disney Parks tab on its website. There's so much of the T-shirts and the hoodies that you can just get when you're at home.
Yeah, and I get it. I get it from an opportunity point of view, and that it must be very frustrating for Disneyland Paris to see all the people on Facebook pages saying, where can I find XYZ? Because it happens all the time. So people are obviously trying to find things and can't find them. So the easiest way to make sure people can find what they want is put it everywhere. Put all the popular stuff everywhere, and that's it, done and dusted. But it's just rubbish.
But going in the shops is an attraction in itself for me.
I agree.
And the point when you start to realise everything's the same, you just stop going in the shops, because you're like, well, I'll just go in the Emporium. That's got everything.
Here's something that amused me on the trip. We went on Star Tours.
Did you?
And, they take a picture of someone in the audience for the Rebel Spy. And you can sort of work out what seat it might be in. That seat was empty. So they just put up like a headshot. So it was just like, sorry, listeners, this isn't for you. But it was just like, we found the Rebel Spy. Just like a nice headshot of a girl.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, well, looking around like, she's not here. That sort of well-groomed, soft-focused lady.
I love that.
I might have exaggerated in my mind. She might have looked a bit like she was sat in the seat, but she clearly wasn't. She was too well posed. You could just tell it was fake.
Yeah,
and that just amused. I love stuff like that. When you see behind the scenes a bit, and you go, "Oh, that's what they do when that seat's empty." They just throw up like a random photograph of somebody, of a model.
Speaking of behind the scenes, on the first day that they were in DLP, Hugh sent me a picture of the roof of It's a Small World.
I was on Small World, and I was like, I'm just taking this for Chris. And the people behind me must have been like, "What? Why is he taking a picture of the ceiling in Small World?" So I sent Chris a picture of the ceiling in Small World and the line on the wall that makes it look like it's going downstairs on Web Slingers. And those are our two favourite things in Disneyland.
Do you know what's good though? There's no asbestos in those roofs now, those roof tiles. So that's nice to know, isn't it?
Oh, that is nice. Yeah,
it's good.
Yeah.
Wow.
What else?
What else?
Indeed, what else?
I'm not communicating with the chat today.
Have we got any questions in the chat about our trip?
It's right behind the microphone, so to read it, I have to do that.
Any questions about our trip?
You did it all chronologically. Have we missed anything?
I did. Before, I've never actually done it, but I said, I could do a separate video where I literally just list what we did, because some people would listen to that.
Oh, yeah.
I think you should just do it now, and I'll turn it into a short.
Well, it would take too long, but yeah. I'm just seeing if there's anything that stands out. There's a whole bit at the bottom that says, and I'm not going to read it out because in the moment you write these angry little rants and then you think, no one wants to listen to that. But it started with me. There's a separate paragraph at the bottom that starts with, general politeness and respect notes.
That is the most Hugh thing I've ever heard.
So let's not go into that. But I think I'd said most of it, actually, during the conversation last week. Oh, there was one thing. We were taking a photograph. We were waiting to take a photograph of the Sleeping Beauty carriage.
Oh yeah,
and there was a family in front of us, so we waited. And then, just as they moved away, we were about to go in. Someone just swanned in, took a picture, and I thought, oh, and also I made a point that they were making a video, and Lucy came in talking, and I went, shh, they're making a video, and I just thought they don't want us in the background going. Because I think, to be fair, Lucy, you were complaining about something. And I thought, these people are taking a family video. You don't want someone in the background going, oh, someone just barged into me. So I said, she's making a video. And I thought, why can't people do that when we're making a video? We've got a video of Bonnie meeting Mary Poppins dressed in the same outfit. And there's this woman going, she's just going, oh, God, I can't believe it. Oh, God.
So cute.
And she's been, it's nice, but It was a bit loud.
Yeah. It was alarming, actually. You know, you're like,
Yeah.
I just had something to say. Oh, this is Disney related.
Oh,
Vaguely.
Good.
Yeah.
finally.
It is, but it isn't. But I just want to note it that we watched Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas special again this morning.
Oh.
And I am going to make a lofty claim. My all-time favourite Disney movies now stand as number 1. Oh, God, I daren't say it.
Come on, you can do it.
The Muppet Christmas Carol.
Listening for the ding.
That's the first time this week I've heard someone say it or looked at someone having written it down correctly.
This is right. I sent Chris a screenshot of someone saying,
You did.
"I'm Muppets Christmas Carol," and I sent him the screenshot and I said, "Look at the state of that." But the thing is, I did a social media post on Threads and I said, you know, it's kind of pithy. I said, impress your friends this Christmas. Impress your friends and family by saying the title of this movie correctly, and then a picture of the cover saying The Muppet Christmas Carol. And I just got a typical social media these days. I just got loads of people going, well, how else are you supposed to say it? And I was just, you know, I didn't respond to any of them, but I wanted to say, listen, mate, most people don't say it this way. Don't be a jerk in my comments. You know, well, how else are you supposed to say it? The wrong way, like most people? Anyway, we have a bit of fun with it on the show, and we tease people in the chat for saying it, and it's all in good fun.
I reckon if I went back through all of our footage, we've probably got about 4 hours of you criticising people saying...
Yeah.
We should do a mega
Muppet
mix.
Christmas
I
Carol.
mean, given that we've already criticised it, can I finish the sentence I was saying?
Oh, go on then.
Yeah. So my all-time favourite Christmas movies now stand as number 1, The Muppet Christmas Carol. Number 2, Guardians of the Galaxy Christmas Special. And it's like
3,
right up there.
3, the Star Wars Holiday Special.
No, it's a perplexing piece
We're
of
listening
art.
to the Office ladies who, you know, do the American Office podcast, and they finished the series and they're going back and watching it again and continuing the podcast. But they're also doing some random things, and we started listening to them reviewing the Star Wars Holiday Special, which they've never seen.
Ooh.
And it's kind of fun. Listeners, Chris yawned when he said that. That's why he went, oh.
I said, ooh, at the same time.
I thought you were trying to be Chewbacca.
It's funny listening to that.
I mean, I think everybody needs to see the Star Wars Holiday Christmas Special just for cultural context. You need to know this happened.
Watch it ironically.
It's
you know.
awful.
Watch
It is
it
awful, but
seriously, but
that's the
accept
joy
that
of it.
It's not awful.
Do you know what it isn't? It has its moments.
It absolutely has its moments. There are things about it that aren't very good. The cinematography is appalling, and the makeup is awful.
The bit where the granddad gets a VR machine and has a little
Itchy.
you know, friend. That's not great.
I think Lucy pulled the score down though, because when we reviewed it, it scored 55.
Wow. Go find the scores.
Yeah.
Go find the scores.
I want to see what the highest score is on there, because I think the music's all right.
Come on, story, music. I mean, you can't really have given it a very high.
The story's
score, can you?
great.
Oh, Star Wars Holiday Special.
Can't stop yawning.
Oh, that doesn't seem.
Have you not written it all down?
Just went
Hang
straight.
on, that says 58.
There's a discrepancy in Hugh's score.
Oh no, that's a Lego Star Wars Holiday Special.
Oh,
As
we
if that
didn't-
scored more than the,
No.
We
the
didn't
original.
It was
enjoy that.
awful.
Wow. I don't know where it'll be.
Oh, well. I think we just have to accept that it's better than...
I'm looking around
Then
when
we
I
scored it.
see oh, here we go. So the highest score was 8, and that'll be me in story, probably.
Yeah.
Music, we've got 4, 5, and 2. Oh, no, that'd be... no, it'll be visuals or special effects. We've got 4, 5, and a 2. I don't know who... I bet Lucy was the 2. I don't know. And 6, 7, and 5 for the music. I'll have given it the 7 for the music. I think I'll have given it the highest score in each of those.
And I'll have given it the middling score.
And the kids gave it a 5 and a 3.
Ollie loved... Do you not remember? Ollie, I've just had it coming up on the screen. Ollie loved it. He kept wanting to watch Star Wars. And when we worked out what it was, he wanted to watch Lumpy. So we ended up watching the Star Wars Holiday Special over and over.
When Bonnie dressed as Chewbacca and we met Chewbacca in Florida, I said, because Chewbacca was really enjoying it, and I said she must remind him of Lumpy, and Chewbacca knew what I was talking about. I mean, it would because it's his son. But Chewbacca knew. He got the reference, and he stepped back and put his hand on his heart, and he went,
Stir, stir, whip, whip, stir.
whip, stir, whip, stir, stir. Come along nicely.
I mean,
I love it. It's brilliant.
this is. I just feel like to be a fully cultured human being, there's some people you need to get some references. That's why everybody needs to read Dickens. Everybody, do you know what I mean? You need to know these kind of things. And I think Star Wars Holiday Christmas Special is something you all just need to know. You all need to watch The Godfather. I hated The Godfather. I read The Godfather before I watched it.
Interesting.
And the film isn't as good as it should be. That's my simple opinion. The book's brilliant.
I was still living with my parents when I watched that, and I was sat upstairs watching it, and I ran downstairs incredibly excited. Ooh.
Oh, I bought you that one Christmas, didn't I?
Lucy bought me a Chewbacca in Life Day gown and a pin badge last Christmas.
Important.
I ran downstairs and went, there's a horse's head in
yeah.
his bed!
That's more Catatonia than it is anything else to me. So, The Shining, Godfather,
Shining.
Star Wars Holiday Christmas Special. These are things everybody should just have seen. Whether you like it or not, that's not important. You just need to know, I think.
And if you don't like it, you're wrong.
Your homework is to watch it over Christmas. It's on YouTube, and it says something. It's called something like. Well, let me find it. I want to get it right. It is time to go, by the way. But it's called something like Star Wars Holiday Special brackets good copy or something.
While Hugh finds it, do you want to tell everyone what we're doing next?
There is a 4K version, but it doesn't have the animated bit in. So forget it. Forget it. Don't watch that.
Oh, but the animated version's on Disney Plus now, isn't it?
Yes, it is. It's called. Oh, is this the one? On.
Do you want to tell them what we're doing after?
Yes, while he's looking for it, I'll tell you. We're about to go and do extra magic time with our Patreon pals. And over there, what we're going to do is we're going to put the television on and we're going to watch Mickey's Christmas Carol. Yes. And we're going to watch Mickey's Christmas Carol, and we're going to do a talk through, or whatever you call it, a watch along, that's what it's called, watch party. So we're all going to watch it at the same time and chat about it as we do that.
Yeah. Search on YouTube for Star Wars Holiday Special, and then brackets nice copy.
Nice copy.
Nice copy. That's the best one because it's got the little advert at the start that says something like, the Incredible Hulk will not be presented this evening. So it says something like that at the start because I think this is on instead. Right, so we're going to watch Christmas Carol. You can join in, patrons.
Yeah, if you want to become a Patreon pal, then you can do it. This in the description for the video here, and you can join straight away. It's
and then
£3
get
a
Disney
month.
Plus on your telly, and we're all going to press play at the same time. We're all going to watch it together.
If you don't have two devices, listen to us and watch it. Just maybe listen along later. It'll act as a kind of an audio commentary.
And I do actually do it as an audio thing as well. So every one of the EMTs I put in as a podcast as well at some point during the week. Yeah. Or if I forget, at some point 3 or 4 weeks later, that also happens. And
hopefully
then you can listen to it if that's
hopefully you can just listen to it and it'll still work.
Yeah. Good.
Well, Merry Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, have a Merry Christmas.
For the last time in 2024, I've been Lucy. These have been the boys. Bye-bye.
Oh, and Bonnie.
Merry Christmas, everybody.
Thanks, everyone.
Merry Christmas.
Have a sweet baby.